All right, so I want to do a different type of video today. I'm going to do a live update of one of my websites, which is running on 2023, I believe. I'm going to switch it to 2024. The site's not even updated to WordPress 6.4 yet. 6.4 just came out about 35, 40 minutes ago. Got a whole new video on that if you want to see all of the updates inside WordPress 6.4. Let's get started with using 2024 for the first time without any editing. We're just going to go right into this and see what happens. Let's go into the back end of my website. Please update now. Update to version 6.4. Hopefully I won't have to edit any of this stuff out and everything goes smoothly as planned, but we're going to go ahead here and update the core of WordPress to 6.4. There's the 6.4 splash page, everything. It feels like opening up that new MacBook, right? You get that new MacBook came in, you're opening the box, you're taking it out for the first time, unwrapping it. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for 6.4, and of course, most importantly, 2024 theme. Let's go to the theme section. So I was right. 2023 was the, is the theme I'm running now. I'm just going to hit activate live on this site. No staging, not going to prepare any content. I'm going to hit activate and then see what we have to fix in the front end. So let's go ahead and hit activate 2024. New theme is active. Let's visit the site. And still very simple, just like I had it set up before. I don't know if any of these pages are going to work. No, because this is standard footer. So we're going to dive in head first into the site editor to see how we can rectify the footer. I don't like the logo size there. That is very small. In the footer, that links to the Matt Report, a WordPress podcast for digital business owners. That is correct. Call to action in the center, a podcast for the resilient digital business builder. That was the same as before. And these call to action buttons for the podcast are all still active. About page, let's click on that. I don't like the site title now appearing next to my logo. And again, the logo is pretty small there. Everything looks good here. This is the style of 2024, so that's cool. It's episodes and blog. Ooh, the blog has a default template loaded on it, so that's not good. And I think there was a drop down at one point on 2023. That's not working either. Contact form is intact. And subscribe to the show is intact. All right, so let's clean up some of these things. In the customizer, let's just go to the customizer and see what's different here. That's right. So the site identity is there. I don't want to change any of this. The icon is still there. Homepage settings. Yes, that's the homepage settings that I want. So we'll just dive into the actual new site editor. This little loading tab is something that's new for the WordPress 6.4. So let's go to, first we're going to change the navigation. That's what we want to do. We want to check out episodes and blog and see what this is going to. So I had a custom link in there. This is really bad about doing it live. Remove the custom link. I am just going to remove that custom link because I don't remember what was there. And this page here, let's continue. Wait a minute, I can't do that there. That's right. That's right. Now I'm in the template. So now I have to go back to navigation.
A few moments later.
Save that to blog home. Okay, so I might have edited that out. And what I had to do was build out a new template for the blog page. So 2024 was shipping with blog home as a designed homepage. So the literal sense of your blog home is a static page. And if you link to /blog, it was taking over that template, which is fine, but it's probably going to be confusing for some. And maybe I was doing something wrong thinking through that logic, but I had to clear the blog home template, look at the archive template, and realize that they inserted the post loop into a group and then made sure that the inner blocks use the content width set by 2024. So we're going to hit save and see how that goes. Let's go back to the website. Now we can click on the blog, and there is the blog. Wonderful. We'll hit next page. We can actually edit this one more time and post per page. Let's go to 9. Whoops, 9. Allow comments on new posts, areas, header, post, title. Yes, yes, yes. Review one change and hit save. Apologies for all the screaming in the background. You can probably hear from my children. Let's go back and take a look at the Matt Report website. Episodes and blogs should show 9 now. Perfect. Now we're going to tackle, first we're going to tackle the header because I don't like the logo and the site title being right next to each other. So that is going to be back under navigation.
A few minutes later.
Manage all of my template parts. I don't like how that's tucked away because I keep forgetting where it is too. Now we can edit the header. And if we just click in, I don't want the site title. And we're going to set that to 145. Save. So that'll clear up the header. Can't go to the site and look at it. There's no good way to go back, huh? There's no good way to go back out of to the site editor, right? So now we're going to go footer part. And I guess this is where command palette comes into play because this is the first time I've actually used a command palette for any extensive use of for editing the site. Okay, so a bunch of things I can already see here. Attempt block recovery. It's already kind of like, if you're a brand new user, you're just like, what is happening right now? I don't understand what this attempt block recovery is, and I might be freaking out if I were just an average user, right? So I don't want any of this stuff right now because this is a super simplified website, and I don't have a bunch of pages on it anymore. So what I'm going to do is edit the first column and get rid of the site logo. I don't want it up there. We'll just leave Matt Report. And then I don't need any of these columns. So about social, we can remove, we can remove these 3 here. So we'll delete the blocks. I think we need to leave the row because of spacing. So we'll leave that there, and it says design with WordPress. I'm cool with that. And hit save. Very straightforward. Is there a preview command palette? No. Site? Can I just, view site. Now we can view the site. So logo is bigger, a little bit more cleaned up. About, episode blogs, contact. Oh, you know what I didn't check? Ooh, you know why? That's custom HTML. That's okay. My featured images don't go well with the layout of this site. I can take a look at seeing how I can modify that in a moment, but that's fine there. Matt Report there, designed with WordPress. I guess I could put my social icons here in that area. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're still here. And let's go icon, social icons. I'm trying not to use any of the third-party plugins that I have. How do I apply? Why is it? Oh, okay. Twitter.com/ right there. So I'll just use my personal one. Enter. Let's add another one. I thought you just did it on the right-hand side. Nah, I say it's going to put it way over there. Delete that. Right there, I just saw it. Oof, boy. Little tricky when you're trying to add social icons. I'm sure somebody is yelling in the comments. Let's go social. What other one do I want to YouTube? Let's just go YouTube. At WP Minute, enter. I don't really love the red icon, but whatever, it works for now. And the only other thing I want to add in is a paragraph. Well, that's fine. Find me on social, and let's put that like that. Cool. Save. I could link up my Mastodon one too. All right. So as you can see, it was a little troubling just navigating the site editor. It's not something that I have spent a ton of time in. Definitely the command palette coming into play there was a huge thumbs up. It was actually the first time I used the command palette, and I went to it because I'm recording. And I don't want to edit a lot of this video, so I was just like, oh God, how do I get back to this stuff? Command palette has the command for it. So I think a lot of users are going to start to find that useful, though I did poll my audience a couple of weeks ago, and nobody was really using it. But maybe we'll use it more once we're in the site editor. Building out the site through the site editor, little clunky. I think we all know that these days. It's not something that was supposed to get improved in 6.4, and 2024 is just the theme. So that's not going to help the site editor. Don't get those too confused. But just a little clunky navigating it and finding the template parts. Like I knew it was a template part in the back of my head, but I just couldn't find it visually, especially while I was recording. So just some insights into how like an average user might feel with WordPress as they get going with it, potentially with the first time. Cleaned up the footer because it left the default demo footer in there. And then the big thing was the blog page going in and having to recreate this theme because the default blog template is actually what one would want as your homepage template to a website, right? So all in all, pretty good. I like the layout of 2024. I would really like to blog more on 2024. Seems like a good theme to blog on. I did say we were going to see if we could adjust these page featured images on the archive page, but let's see if we can do that really quick. And this is really where we find the shortcomings. Let me not speak ahead of the game. So I'm editing the blog archive again. Featured image, link to post, open a new tab. And then the design or the style section, we got padding, we've got aspect ratio. So here we might be able to, I think a lot of my stuff is 16:9. Yeah, there it is. A lot better. See, I was about to talk ahead of the game. I don't love the rounded corners. Scale, contain, fit. So radius might change that. Yeah. Which, I'll leave a little bit because that's where that's what the theme wants. But I was about to say that this is where usually a default theme, and especially core WordPress, falls behind some of the feature themes like a Cadence or a Generate Press because it doesn't have all the options in these blocks. But hey, 2024 does, and you were able to see I can change the look and feel of that featured image on the archive page here, which is great. 16:9 ratio, tone down the round corners a little bit, save that blog theme, which makes life a whole heck of a lot easier. One of the things I can also do, and if this is the first time you've seen templates, template parts, the full site editor, just like featured themes, you can build these sort of dynamic templates across your website. One of the advantages here is I could, if I wanted to get real fancy, and I'm not going to because it'll take a lot more time to style. So let's go ahead and add the group block one more time. I feel like group block has to be the thing that you put all of your blocks in when you're building a website. I don't know why it's showing 2 group blocks here. Let's go ahead and delete one. I'm going to bring this to the top. Always use the up and down arrows. It's probably an arrow key command you can use as well. Group blocks. because it's going to be your layouts. And then you're going to apply sort of some of the padding, margin, and spacing styles to the group block as you build out your website. So let's just go ahead with this one. And then what I would do is add a gravity form, subscribe. Yeah, see, I'd have to go in and style a lot of this stuff, which I don't want to do right now, but something I'll do in the future. But this is one of the great things about templates and template parts, like I was getting to, is you can put specialized or dynamic content on each template. So you have a blog category, you can have a certain call to action. You have a business category, you can have another call to action. I'll show you an example of that is, excuse me, on the WP Minute website. I have a bunch of different, obviously, podcasts and blog, but if I go to the news section, you can see WordPress news for the busy professional every week. There's a call to action to sign up to the email there. If you go to the WP Minute podcast, same newsletter sign up, different template, loading different content with a different message, the WP Minute podcast delivered to your inbox. So I'm changing the call to actions to optimize email subscribers and leveraging the power of WordPress templates in order to put that dynamic content in there. This is Cadence, so it has its own way of building, but obviously very similar. Everyone's pretty similar. We all have iterative features that we're enhancing, but we all do it with a different taste. And of course, so does WordPress core. But 2024 theme looks like the theme that will really enter in builders into a core WordPress experience. Have you tried WordPress 6.4 yet? It only came out yesterday. This was my first experience with it. I'm going to have another video with a deeper dive coming up really soon. So if you like that video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want more. Don't forget the WP Minute. Every week, we send out a 5-minute podcast and newsletter, some hot topics about the WordPress news, and then we have the WP Minute Plus. If you want to listen to longer form conversations with myself and other people in the WordPress space, go to the WPminute.com/subscribe.